Matt Stafford is just as bad or worse than Zach Wilson.
No,
right
he's
now.
not.
He's horrible. Look at Matt Stafford's talent this year. He is horrible.
I think the Jets are proving that they're actually legit. What do you guys think?
Fun fact, the Jets have the same Super Bowl odds as the defending Super Bowl champions.
That's disrespectful to the Jets, honestly, at the end of the day.
The Rams and the Jets have the same odds.
would you bet
on?
That's wild.
If you
That
could
is
bet on
so
one team,
crazy.
if you
Not,
had to,
not the Rams.
Hold on. If I had to bet on one of those teams, either the Jets or the Rams, to win the Super Bowl right now, same odds, I'm betting on the Rams. Why? Because they have championship pedigree and the Jets do not.
Obviously.
I would obviously
I fully
not.
agree with you. I
Yes.
fully agree with you.
I completely wholeheartedly
You're betting on the
disagree.
Jets to win over the Rams?
Over the
Yes,
Rams?
Not over the Rams.
100%.
With Zach.
100%.
Why? How do you say that?
Because
With
the Rams
100%?
f***ing suck.
And
That's why.
Oh my
Matt Stafford
God.
is just as bad or worse than Zach Wilson.
No,
right
he's
now.
not.
He's
Oh,
horrible.
he's not.
Ridiculous.
Look at Matt
No, he's
Stafford's
not.
talent this year. He is horrible. They're both not good quarterbacks, but I think the Jets have a way better, more well-rounded,
He's a Niners
well-coached
fan.
team.
Oh, I
He's
forgot
a
about the
Niners
whole
fan.
Niners
That's
angle.
that's
Yeah.
it.
No.
That's it.
That's
It's the
where it's coming
bias.
from.
Also, who
It's just a
the
wrong
Also,
opinion.
the Rams probably won't make the playoffs, and the Jets will. So why the f*** would you put your money on a team that's not
They're
going to make the
kind
playoffs?
of one and the same, though. AFC East is loaded. There's 3 teams there that could make the playoffs. The NFC.
What are their records?
The NFC
The-
West is more level than
Yeah.
the AFC East is.
They could both make the
The
playoffs.
NFC West right now, you don't know who's going to come out on top.
I will make some kind of bet with you that the Rams don't make the playoffs. What do you guys want? Like,
Can we switch the ass tap bet?
I'm not getting a f***ing Rams tattoo no matter what. I'll tell you that.
No.
I will never get a
No,
Rams
that's-
tattoo.
that's
You
fair.
gotta get
I'm not letting
a
you.
Matthew Stafford face tattoo.
No.
On your dick.
I'm
No,
not
no.
letting Jack do that to himself. I refuse, as his
No.
friend, I refuse to let him do that.
Let's go back to the Jets. The Jets are for real.
The Jets are for real. I think the Jets are for real.
Their defense is f***ing for real.
Their defense
yeah.
is for real,
Top
bro.
3 to 5 defense in the league for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
Behind the Niners and the Cowboys, of course.
yeah, of course,
Come on.
obviously. That's why I say 3.
The Bills are up there,
So you
right?
put the Jets defense 3 behind the Niners and the Cowboys?
I still put the Bills over them. I think.
Yeah.
Over the Jets?
But
Yeah.
top 5, top 5.
Yeah, I'd say it's those 4. Those are like the 4.
And I'm not mad at anybody saying Sauce Gardner is the best defensive player in football right now.
At the very
and I'll
least,
tell you-
best corner.
Wait,
And I'll tell you what.
best
Best corner. I'm definitely not mad at. You could definitely say that. And I think best defensive player. And I know you can bring up edge rushers, but I think when you talk about impact on a game that is visible that you can see, corner is as important to locking down a receiver. Like you said last week, right? A lot right now in today's game, a quarterback needs a good receiver to perform. So if you have a player that can neutralize that and just
agree.
take that out the game,
Yeah.
then you're making a quarterback useless. It's a very vital position. It's very important, maybe even more so than the edge. And you can argue that because usually like one makes the other. You know, you get pass rush that helps out the
They
defense.
kind of, they benefit
So-
one another.
I'm just saying, if we're going to give credit to these edge rushers and say they're the best in the game, then we got to look at, or the best defensive player in the game, then you got to look at corners that are making an impact like that, like Sauce Gardner, and say that as well.
It's not just Sauce too. If you look at PFF, Sauce and DJ Reader, is it DJ
Yep.
Reed or DJ Reed? Whatever his name is, he's the number.
it's DJ Reader.
So they're the number 1 and 2 rated corners on PFF this year. And you have 2 guys like that. So you tell me if you have like a Jamar T. Higgins, if you have like 2 really solid ass wide receivers out there, you can just take them out
Not
of the
only
game.
that,
Like, that's crazy.
Quinn
It's
and Williams,
wild.
like that entire defense.
Is
Yeah.
he okay, though? Because I saw him.
I think
He
so.
got hurt on the sideline. Like, he was standing on the sideline yesterday and someone rolled
I
into
don't
him.
know.
Like, that was bad.
Here's my problem. I don't know I don't know if the Jets are for real because their defense.
Well, you don't want to know if they're for real.
No, it pains me to say it, but like, I feel like, how far can a defense actually take you?
Far as hell.
Very far.
Like
the Jets made it to the AFC Championship those Rex Ryan years. It was all defense. You
But
can't
it's a
mark
pass-
that.
49ers
but
made it
it's
to
a-
the Super Bowl a few years ago.
The
Like,
Seahawks
there's always
beat
teams.
the
but-
dominant offense of the Broncos that year.
Like, by like 50
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
I saw something that was crazy, that there's a Jets fan that did a coin flip
Uh-huh.
for every single Jets game this year, and it's currently 9-0, and
Oh.
has them losing in the AFC Championship this year.
See, that's fair.
Wow.
So
Well,
that
look.
kind of worries me.
Well, if you would have told me the Jets would be 6-3 right now before the season
I would've said
started,
you were on crack.
I would have said, yeah, like legit.
Here's my thing
legit.
about the Jets. If there's one thing I know about the Jets, living in New York, having a ton of New
here
York
he
Jets
goes.
fans,
Yeah.
it's that the Jets are gonna find a way to Jets it.
True.
It's
They're-
like you with the Mets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very similar. It's like they're such a tragic disaster franchise.
Yeah.
And no matter how much
That's
hope,
dark, bro.
no matter how much
Tragic
hope
disaster
and promise they show, they come in, they start the season 6-3. They're gonna find a
you
way.
know what
to
it is,
pull
though,
it.
is
They're
like-
gonna find some
Yo, if
sort
you're
of
a Jets
creative
fan,
way.
call out Matan right now. That
It's
was
like-
so
Can I-
disrespectful.
Can I play a
But it's also
hypothetical?
I'll be
factual.
totally honest. I got Jets fan friends who will tell you the exact same thing. They're
Yeah.
Tragic
No, I'll say
disaster, bro.
keeping their expectations incredibly low
Every-
and hoping for the best.
I'll say every Jets fan I know, except for like, there's like two, and we know the two that I'm talking about, are like the most pessimistic
Yeah,
fans
exactly.
I've ever seen.
Exactly,
Crazy.
and it's based on you
Can
know
I
for
play-
good reason.
I'm curious. None of us are Jets fans, so it's hard to say. But like hypothetically, let me rephrase. Pure hypothetical for the Jets. Would you rather them be ass and know that they're ass, or would you rather them be 6-3, good right now, and then have them jet it up and like up later down the
As a
road?
Jets-
If you're a Jets,
As a Jets fan, like
if you're
what
a
would you
Jets
rather?
fan-
Oh,
I've
would-
had this conversation.
Would you
with
rather
Jets
be?
fans.
Okay, so if you're a Jets fan, would you rather be throughout the year or be good and then it up like a true Jets fan later down the
It's
road?
a phenomenal question, and I
you.
can answer this even though I'm not a Jets fan because the Cowboys deal with a very similar thing.
Yeah.
Cowboys always f it up at the end,
Yeah, they do.
and every year there's so much hope around a team. It's Super Bowl or bust. I like it. I like having the hope because
Oh,
yeah,
for
it
sure.
sucks to fall down later, but at the same time, if you start to hedge it eventually, where it's like, all right, we know we're doing great, and I'm gonna ride it, and everybody hates us or they love us, but at the end of the day, like I know there's a potential of us falling off, but for those weeks where everybody's talking about you, it's kind of lit.
Dude, I was gonna say, like, I was talking to my buddy yesterday. Shout out Billy, finished a marathon yesterday. Big Jets fan.
Billy, bust a
Billy,
nut,
Billy,
Billy, bust a
Hey,
nut.
he's run 2 marathons this year, and the Jets have won both times, so he's just got to keep doing it.
for him.
But I was talking
Is he a
like,
Jets fan?
I'm like,
Yeah.
he's
So
a huge
marathon
Jets
a
fan.
week?
But I was like, yo,
He could
so
take
like,
this week
what's
Yeah.
like, how does like, I was talking about this exact scenario like a couple weeks ago, and he's like, dude, this is the first time where I actually wake up on Sundays and I'm excited to watch
Yeah.
football. Like even if they don't, he's like, even if they don't win, I actually know they have a chance this time. So it's like I feel like that's how you answer. it.
I've
Yeah.
spoken to my buddy Silbo. Shout out Silbo.
Shout out
Some of you
Silbo.
know Silbo.
Love
Silbo.
He is also a huge Jets fan, and he is,
Great
I
locks.
believe, of the belief that like he would rather suck and not go through the agony of having to
Really?
just a crash and burn
I mean, it makes
downfall.
sense.
Like it's like I mean, look, if you're a fan, it's like you either expect to win the fucking Super Bowl and be incredible because at some point you're gonna lose. You know, like it's either win the Super
31
Bowl or
or
lose.
32
at
But
a certain
here's
point.
the other piece to the
or
Jets.
just like not go through it all, not grow that emotional attachment, and then you know.
But it's nice to have every
Not
week.
worried.
You're like,
something to
you
look
know
forward
what?
to.
This is.
But
this
here's
is
the
fun.
problem with the Jets: is like, do we think the Jets are a 1 or 2 piece away from being able to actually contend?
They're average or above average quarterback
so?
play.
Yes.
Okay, so then I guess it doesn't make sense. I mean, or then I guess it does make sense because if they're going to be in the middle of the first round,
I saw a good
doesn't matter.
hypothetical yesterday. What if Jimmy Garoppolo is the
I saw
quarterback
that.
of the Jets?
Frank
Interesting.
A guy that doesn't turn the
Frank
ball
said
over.
it.
Yeah.
Frank said it, yeah.
That's a Super Bowl contender right there.
Yeah, they're a good team in the AFC playoffs.
wait.
I just
I can't
don't.
say contender.
Wait. Jimmy Garoppolo on this Jets teams right now is a Super Bowl contending team.
I
Trade
just
for the
said
man.
that. Yeah.
He did just say that.
100%.
Yeah.
I think about
I
it.
just-
What does Zach Wilson take
No,
away
I'm
from
not-
this team? It's turnovers. Jimmy Garoppolo's not a turnover prone quarterback. He's going to make the right decisions. With that running game and that defense that they have, I think they can.
Even without Brees Hall?
Yeah, I think even without Brees Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I just don't know
I
how
don't give a
different.
about the Jets, if I'm being honest.
Then I don't know how different that is from the Super Bowl Niners team.
Exactly. That's exactly
Well,
why I think that.
yeah,
It
but
feels
then-
and it's Robert Saleh, like,
But then,
Niners.
okay, I don't know if they'd win the Super Bowl. That's a good argument.
No, but I think it's a team that you could be like, you know what, they get hot at the right time. Like,
They got good weapons. Garrett Wilson looks disgusting right
He's
now.
fantastic.
He's fantastic.
You talk about guys that are slow out their breaks, like Cortland Sutton, who can't get separation. Garrett Wilson is the drastic opposite.
In terms
of
of
that.
route
It's
runners,
incredible.
you think Garrett Wilson's a top 5 route runner in the NFL right now? Top 10?
Yeah, top 10, sure. I just
I don't know.
I think route runners are underrated because
Yeah.
nobody's like evaluating a receiver purely off route running because there's a lot of guys that, if that were the case, would be top 5. Amari Cooper would be top 5, and nobody's talking about
Bro,
Amari
it's the number
Cooper.
one reason Antonio Brown was one of the best in the entire
Well,
NFL.
Antonio
in
Brown's
the
the greatest
NFL.
receiver of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, relax.
So,
yeah,
All right.
chill out.
But
Felipe's been saying that for 2 years. I've been
Yeah, no, I
working for
give
a
him
while,
a-
and he's been saying
Put
that
that
the whole
shit
time.
on, baby. Put that
Hey,
shit
that
on.
song is hard.
Are the Jets legit this year? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and go to thegameday.shop to get all the best merch.